spinner is it's on. Power, I love it. When I chicken out. Waste. We got waste, but you can recycle and sell them. So now you basically adjust for the amount that you want. For remember what we're doing? We're cutting these ends off to get rid of the wire problem. Remember what we're doing now? We're building it for these little ends. We need these ends in order to cover that stuff sticking out. It'll unwind, and then we have to have one in the middle to put a Phillips head in it. Somewhat labor intensive. So, but I don't know other way to do it, you know, and boy, are they in demand. Go crazy for these things. And so, I made a big one. I saw I got a big one. Who knows? This job can't be done without all these gizmos. You cannot do this by hand. You would go crazy. And this is really, these things are so tough, these machines, that they actually, see, this is all bent and used and stuff. You couldn't even deal with it in a normal world. My machines don't care nothing. They just eat through it. So now we got a roll going here, but we don't have it really down to a science until you get this. This guy goes in here and then stabilizes the whole thing. And it does more than stabilize it. So now it's stable. Now you don't have to ride it like I was before, which was not a really good thing to do. So now you can really work, and then you can measure. Measuring is fun, you know. So you measure probably, you go to so it's even with that, and now you get consistent on that. So both sides are the same, and watch how much easier this guy makes it. And there's the perfect, that's what we want, 100 million of these. And that's where they come from. But lucky, we got two that are ready to go. Now the two that are ready to go, so obviously, look, you can't have the thing slide, like you can't have this. And you can't have these falling off. Right? So there's got to be a remedy. The way to remedy that is, what you do is you turn this off, and hammer's always on. Hammer's always on because I got a trigger on it. Because you don't want to be around doing that thing gets wild. It's like doesn't this look exactly like Beauty and the Beast, the thing her father built in the basement? Exactly, right? I was so reminiscent, and at the time it came out again, the movie. But in the cartoon, he had this is exactly the same machine. He's built one of these. So I felt like Beauty's father. Remember, get it on its downstroke because you don't want it won't push up into it. And there's that. And now you have to have this one get in the center. A little tricky. What center is in this world. And you put that in there. This way, make sure it's this way because you don't want one. Did you move on me? Why do you look like you moved? So you don't get much of a chance to. No adjustment time on this. This poor person's gonna be a little off center. Come on. Oh, that's it. One hit and you can't move it. Wild, huh? this. You see one of those hairs came out of there? It's not in.
Well, you're doing this really fast, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but you can't. It's garbage. Unless you can fix it. We didn't bang it so many times. I got to get that hair in there. Did I ever tell you that the jewelry making is very labor intensive? It takes forever. But it's kind of fun because it's a Phillips. See, I got it off, and that was the hard part. So now we got to put that hair in there. Never and learn something. What do? We check to make sure that it's all in there before we bang it. Oh, that's computer running. We're going to be on YouTube with all this stuff. Imagine YouTube watching this.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine not having a patent on it. You'd be in tears, right?
Yeah.
We saved it. Yep, it's officially saved. It's in there. We from now on, we got to check to make sure that doesn't happen again. A couple more hits, and it would have been a lot of work. It would have had to throw away. I'm not doing this one. Wait and see how nice it looks after it gets pounded. It looks like wire there. It doesn't look. It's not going to look like wire anymore. It's going to look like. Now it's got a bendable look, and it's got like a more of a watch look. You know, see, flattened as much. And it's not wire. It looks like a watch band. Fantastic. Now, I don't even have room to get into where I want to get into, but then you have to start dealing with these things, the round making things. Got a special hammer that I made for this job. Here it is. See, it's got a cut curve like that. See, it's kind of curved. It's curved, so then when I hit things, it doesn't flatten. It kind of. You don't want to hit one particular point in something. So there's that. Did you know the trick to putting these on, by the way, is you see this? You go like that, and you kind of get you expand the aperture by doing that, and then you can just when you get it on, you just readjust that if you want, and then bend it close. And that's sort of what that looks like. But without the Phillips head. Mm-hmm. The Phillips head with that, you're going to take a diamond to do that job. This is a diamond cutter. It needs a diamond cutter because it's really long. And you can almost, I don't know. See how many things wrong did I do on this job? No, it's just freaking like. So then this needs to be drilled, and then the screw has to be put in the same way as we did on the other ones, and then you'll have a Phillips head mounted in it. I messed this up a bit because I shouldn't have made it round because it's not going to fit in the drill machine. Everybody knows that. So we'd have to put it here. Yeah, zippy. Zippy is zippy. Hey, you're zippy. What are you not zipping for? That's spinner. This is zippy. Zippy. Because you went out. He went out on tour. Zippy went out on tour. So he's not plugged in. Zippy saved the day. Oh, he didn't really, but I'll say it did. Zippy's on. Zippy's on. Zippy will get through there. All he needs is a bit, etc. Who is out here today? We've got the antique. We got an antique. We have an antique show. We got Grandpa's grill. And Grandpa's grill is loaded. So, I mean, there's ways to get around that we made a mistake and we got to go do things the archaic way. But before there was that, I was doing them all the archaic way. I don't just scream and say, oh my God, there's nothing we can do. Baby, what are you doing? That's how much work we do around here. We just have more stuff that's not sharp than sharp. That's going to put a big one. We'll put a big one in here. Yes, we do have big Phillips heads. We have bigger ones. And you know, the bigger the better, the Cadillac size. And we also have the Star of David ones here. These are giant Phillips heads. Look at that. Huge. That takes a diamond to cut that. When you, I mean, to make that short, that guy's not going to cut you all day, and you'd be buying hacksaw blades. These are, I got Diablo, and Diablo's not very sharp anymore, but to give you an idea of where Diablo's head is at. That's a diamond spinning that fast. That'll cut it. Boy, you know, so we might get to that in a little while if we cut us one of those to put in here. Decide what size we want. Thank God for this child-proof tops. There we go.